Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
What you want?
That's not what I want, but that's what's
Yeah,
going to
you
happen.
sure? You sure that's not what you want?
What's happening, everybody? I am Sir Aaron Carter. You are listening to Before You Log Off. I am here, of course, with the internationally known Stephen Gutierrez.
Hi, how are you?
Of course, I'm here also with just waking up Rachel.
I just woke up from a nap and I don't feel like it's real life anymore.
Was it a nap or was it like a slumber party?
It was hibernation.
It was hibernation. I had insomnia last night. I slept for 30 minutes, so it was a little bit of catch up. I just got a tomato in the face, so thank you for that.
Well, there you go. It all rolls right on in, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Justified.
We've got a pretty lengthy show today because we're going to be doing the tried and true year after year battle that happens that every gamer knows, the console wars, everybody. Sony released all their information. Xbox released all their information. Now we're going to pit these two titans together. But of course, there's some other house stuff that we got to get over. What is happening? We're doing something this weekend, right? We're doing a stream this weekend?
Yeah, we're going to play Among Us, right, on Saturday?
Yes, we're going to be playing a game called Among Us. It is a game that's supposed to, I guess, test the friendships of a lot of people.
We're not going to be friends after this, for sure.
I
don't
like you guys, so
I don't trust any of you, so yeah.
If you aren't subscribed or following our Twitch and you just listen to the podcast, you got to head over to twitch.tv/before you log off to catch the live show for number 1. And then number 2, you'll see us play cool games like we've been playing Marvel's Avengers. Well, I've been playing Marvel's Avengers for our Marvel Mondays, and then also Marvel Legos, actually, because that's actually just a really good game.
But make sure to follow us on Twitter because that's where we post all of our, announcements or schedules when we just follow us on there and you'll be up to date of when we'll be streaming.
That's also Before You Log Off, all one word, everybody. So it's Before You Log Off.
Before you
log off, make sure to follow us.
There you go. Now you're getting why we named ourselves that. I was actually literally, I don't know why I was thinking of other names when I was creating something. I think it's because I'm working on another podcast that we're going to be doing, that comic book one.
I'm really excited for that.
And
Me too.
what was the name that I came up with?
Oh, you came up with a name now?
No, I don't have a name for that podcast. I came up with a name for somebody else's podcast. I was like, wow. I'll put that out there for people to have. They can have this one. I can't even remember what it was. But whatever. It doesn't matter. But yeah, no, I'm excited for that comic book one too. Unfortunately, our favorite comic book store, I believe in Comics and Coffee, had to shut down. I really wanted to do something with this comic book podcast that tied in with going and actually picking up comic books. But of course, COVID came and and
ruined everything.
Kind of ruined everything. But I don't look at it as the end. I look at it as pausing.
We'll see you later.
We will see you later. Yes.
Like all cheesy movies, we will rebuild.
Exactly.
And, they will return.
Come back stronger, faster, bolder.
Better.
Exactly. What was the other thing that I was talking about? So we were playing the game on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where
Speaking of Among Us, there's another game that's really similar that people should check out, and it's free.
What is that game, Rachel?
It's called Unfortunate Spaceman.
Wow.
Spaceman.
Unfortunate Spaceman? What is Unfortunate Spaceman about, Rachel?
It's about being lost in space with people. It's kind of the same concept of Among Us, and there's this killer going around killing everybody on the spaceship. But the difference between that and Among Us, this is first-person shooter, and the people who made it really, really love The Thing, the classic The Thing horror movie. So it definitely has kind of a darker, creepier vibe to it. But I wanted to do a shout out to our favorite artist, Momo Deary. She helped us make our Uncanny logo. She helped me with my own personal Twitch graphics, Emma Skies' Twitch graphics. Her art is incredible.
You've seen it before.
Yeah, if you've seen any of their streams, you've seen Rachel stream, you've seen Emma stream, you looked at the cover art for Uncanny, you definitely have seen her work. She's an amazing artist. Go check her out. I think it's just like MOMODEARY. Is that it?
Yes. Yeah. And I think that's her name for all social media. But she was actually hired on to do official art for Unfortunate Spacemen. So there'll be 5 different sprays that you can have in the game. Right now we're showing 2 of her sprays in like the actual game, like what they look like on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really cute. I love the little retro like spaceman pinup girl. She's very cute.
So these sprays are just kind of like the Overwatch sprays where you can just go and like leave your marks in place.
Yeah. Like that free hugs inside that's on a door. So, if you go in there, you totally won't get murdered. Just hugs.
How many sprays you said she did?
She did 5 different ones. They're all really cool looking, but I only have pictures of these 2 currently.
Okay. I mean, the game is free. You can go check it out. It's on Steam. So you can
it's already
see
high rated in there too. It's got 9 out of 10.
Yeah, dude, it's got a
pretty high.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dope that that the game is doing well. We got to test that out. I mean, it's free. Why you have no reason to not test it out?
Yeah,
come on.
And spoopy season's coming up, so it's like the perfect time to play.
There's another game.
That, Aliens.
Yeah, we'll double down on destroying our friendship with this game. Among Us and Unfortunate Spaceman.
Speaking of October season coming up, because you mentioned that, Rachel, there was a game that I wanted us to play as well, and I might, because it's another like kind of like survival game basically, but it's a co-op game. It's on the Forest.
That's the one I want to play with you guys, because that's like Grounded, but like a horror, really creepy, fucked up version, and it's great.
Well, it wasn't The Forest. It was a game called Pacify.
That's definitely not The Forest.
Yes, Pacify is a game where you're kind of like in a haunted house
and you're running away from a giant baby.
No.
Oh, that's terrifying.
In his mouth.
That's terrible.
That's my worst nightmare. Yeah.
Right? So no, all right, continue. Sorry.
I guess you're in a funeral parlor on this one. And I guess I don't know. As far as that I saw, it's kind of like all of you guys are in this giant mansion. What it looked like, it didn't look like a funeral parlor to me, but it's a co-op game where you guys are basically trying to, I guess, survive and solve whatever puzzles are in there as well. But
where are all these organs coming from?
It looks pretty dope. It actually looks pretty dope. So we got to come up with a list of games we're going to play for October. I want to do some good scares and stuff.
October.
Some scurry stuff. Yeah.
And since I'm not sick anymore, I'm going to be streaming more, and I really want to do like a whole bunch of really scary games. So I'm down. Let's stream.
You know what? In October is really crazy close, which is I wasn't even realizing that it was the 19th or 18th today. So
I thought it was September 1st yesterday.
Yeah, no.
Okay. I know.
What?
Oh.
Sorry, press the wrong button.
Wow. I guess we're restarting. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show.
Press the wrong button. My fault.
Sorry for the ad in the middle. Thanks a lot, Twitch.
I'll edit that out in post. Before we get to the big war that's going on, of course, there's some little stuff that's going out, and basically just DC stuff that I wanted to get through. So, number one, Harley Quinn is going to be renewed for another 3rd season, but it's going to HBO Max, I believe, this time.
Yes.
A better streaming platform. Yes, I'm very excited.
That's because the streaming platform that you know and probably don't love is going away.
Cool. I forgot to cancel my subscription to it. So
hold their horses just yet, because if you keep that subscription, it's going to transform into something totally different.
What's it going to transform into?
It's going to transform into an exclusive comic book streaming service where you can read all of DC's back catalog comics for the low price of $14.99 a year. No, I'm lying. I'm lying.
Only a month. I was like, oh god.
Jeez, I think it's like $7.99 a month or something like that.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
I think that's what I'm already paying, and I'm like,
you already have that function though, because you can already, if you have that service, you're supposed to have access to The comic book.
Yeah.
You do, but it's not all the comic books. So it's probably I'm probably gonna open it up more. But that's actually what I really loved about the service, and that's why I kept it. I was like, I'm getting it to watch Titans. Was it the Swamp Thing? I wanted to check it out. I love Teen Titans. It's my favorite. I had to check it out at least. It was terrible.
Applejack says Young Justice. Yep.
Oh yeah, I still need to watch that. I need to watch the newest season, and I had to watch Harley Quinn, and I've rewatched that multiple times. I love that show.
Harley Quinn's good. I just watched that for the first time.
I have some gripes with it, but it is a good show.
No, so do I. But it is entertaining.
I accept it. I accept all of the show for what it is, and I'm okay with it.
Gonna be honest, her crew is the funniest.
Yeah, no.
Funnier characters.
Right? Okay, so the actress, like the voice actress for Harley Quinn, Kaylee Cuoco?
Yeah.
She did like really surprisingly well. Like when I heard that she was cast as Harley Quinn, I was like, I'm not sure, but I actually really like her voice for it.
Yeah, no, she did a really good job. I mean, anybody that wanted to hate on her, like there was no reason to, but she wasn't the best character in my opinion. It was to me, it was like the Seinfeld complex. Yeah, I don't go to watch Seinfeld for Seinfeld. I watch it for Kramer, George, and Elaine. So I was going to watch it for her kind of crew, like King Shark and
hilarious.
Like
he's perfect.
And then Commissioner Gordon, like
oh god,
those characters were the best. Like they're hilarious and everything.
Oh,
so
don't forget Bane. He's my favorite.
Oh no, yes, Bane was very good.
I love his like the version of him in that. And then I really wish like Raul Cooley was in it more because he was only in the first season.
Yeah,
and he was my favorite villain, Scarecrow. He's my favorite Batman villain, and only first season. Yeah.
Why would Scarecrow out of all of he's got?
I love Scarecrow and I love Mr. Freeze. Those are my two faves.
I mean, I guess.
Don't judge. Don't at me.
I mean, I guess
I have reasons.
Clearly, but I mean, it is what it is.
Wow, I feel really judged in the podcast right now. Thank
you. All right, so then if we're all in the judging mood, let's get over into the main event, everybody. The big one, everybody. PlayStation 5 versus Xbox Series X. Over to the last. What was it? Wednesday?
PlayStation and Xbox, but never Nintendo.
Well, I'm sorry. Did Nintendo come out with their next gen console? Exactly.
No Switch 2.
Exactly. So this is what I'm going off of.
So when the Nintendo 4DS comes out.
Oh my god.
There we go.
It's gonna be just a dual screen Switch. That's all it's gonna be.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you're just gonna get a dual screen Switch. So Wednesday, PlayStation had their conference, or not conference. What do you call these things now? They're just like videos, right?
The presentation.
Streaming conference, virtual conference.
I guess, yeah.
What their names for it?
Online presentation.
Where they dropped theoretically their new their launch titles, right? Shows you a whole bunch of games, and then they gave you the price for the PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition is what they're calling it. Yes. And we have all the different specs. We have all the different things that the companies have both respectively released, and we're gonna go by. And we'll make our decisions at the end. Of course, the chat is here live. They'll chime in on different aspects. So from what we know, let's start with the basic designs of how each console looks. We have the Xbox Series X, and we're going with the both of them. So there's Xbox Series X and there's the Xbox Series S, which is the smaller one that's going to be cheaper and have no disc drive. And then you have the PlayStation 5 and the digital PlayStation 5, which is the same size, just one doesn't have a disc drive to it.
The disc drive.
So in the category of aesthetics, who are we giving this one to? Which one looks better?
Digital.
Digital for both of them?
Yeah. Price-wise, you can't beat that.
Well, I'm not talking about price. I'm just talking about look right now.
I can't beat the look, too. Let's just do that.
For who?
It looks nicer because it's cheaper.
Which one looks better?
I think, like, the digital PlayStation looks better. For the Xbox, the black box looks better than the speaker.
Steven?
I will go with the Series X
Yes.
Because I don't like white consoles.
I like white
Wow.
consoles. They
Okay.
look good.
All right. Let's dial
They're
back the
dirty.
racism, guys.
All right, they
Let's
get
dial
dirty
back
really
the
fast.
racism.
They're gross. They think they're the best dances.
Jeez.
My current Xbox is white. It looks very pretty.
Yeah,
All right.
under that cloud of dust. And
No,
it gets in the
no.
cracks.
You clean
And
it.
it's
It's called
gross.
cleaning.
So
It's
I
got
You get a
cat pee
Clorox
and
wipe. You
fur
wipe
all
that
over it.
shit down.
I've got the
All I'm
Xbox
saying.
Series. I have the Xbox One S. I have the small one, and it just looks like the Series S already. So when I saw that system get released, I was like, I can just go with that one. Like it's fine with me. Mine does have dust on it. I can see it from here, but I mean, it's never really been that much of an eyesore for me. And then when the new system comes out, I'll probably put something on top of it so it won't get dusty. You know what I mean?
It's still gonna get dusty. Cause
Yeah, it's always gonna get dusty.
nah, it's bad. It's a bad design. It doesn't match. Is your TV white, Aaron?
No, TV's black.
Is your entertainment center white?
Yes, it is actually.
Oh, the
You know what?
walls in your room white?
It doesn't need to be all the same color to match.
Yeah, it needs to match.
It does not need to be a
Aesthetic
one color
room.
wonder. Mix and match. They can still go
blend
together.
in and look sexy.
As someone who has a design degree,
Dang.
I'm gonna say that you're wrong.
Oh, okay. Degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My quote unquote real college degree according
Your
to
real
other guys.
Jeez.
Oh,
Okay.
whatever.
Let's go with the prices. So the PlayStation 5 and is going to come out at $400 or for the digital one and $500 for the fully loaded disc drive one. The Xbox Series X is going to come out for $500 for their big one, but only $300 for their Series S. Who do you guys going with when it comes to the price wars here?
Oh, I'm cheap. So whatever my wallet likes more.
Wow. So then you're in the camp of the Series S?
Yeah. $300? Hell yeah. My wallet is like, ooh, that looks so attractive. Let's go for that.
Steven, what about you?
I mean, I'm gonna get the ones with the disc drives.
Uh-huh.
And they're the same price. So $499. But I'll probably get the Xbox one, Xbox Series X first. Before anything else.
So I was looking at this because I'm most likely, whenever I get to it, I'm going to get the Series S because of the small differences. So you have, I mean, it's dependent on what you want. So with the Xbox Series S, let's go with the smaller ones for both of them. So with the PlayStation, their lower end, I guess, lower costing console is no different from their higher costing console. The only difference is one is not going to have a disc drive. That is all it is. So you're getting the same graphics, or same CPU, same GPU, same RAM, same memory, same internal storage, same external capability for storage. You're getting the same output resolution of 4K and all that. So it is the exact same thing. The only difference is you will not be getting a disc drive with your PlayStation digital, right? But on the other hand, with the Xbox Series X, and the Xbox Series S, you are getting a few bigger differences. So you're getting the same CPU, and you're getting the same, or not the same, but similar GPU, but you're not getting the same amount of RAM. You're getting 10 gigabytes instead of 16 gigabytes. You're not getting the same memory because, of course, you're getting a terabyte with the Xbox Series X, and you're only getting 512 gigs with the S. But both of them do have the capability of having external storage for up to a terabyte expansion card slot. And then the other difference that's I guess the big seller between both of them is, of course, you're going to get the output of resolution of 4K for the Xbox Series X, but you're only getting a 1440p output for the S. Now, depending on, I guess, your television And if you really notice, it may not even be a gigantic difference, or it might. You might be able to see those differences in the game, you know. But those are the difference in prices, and I mean, one is $200 less, so you kind of, you know, you're getting what you pay for there. I'm not sure how consumers will look at that whenever they put those two together, you know, but I'm pretty sure it will come up when it hits that price, especially for, you know, what Rachel just said. You know, her wallet is the thing that's going to dictate, you know, whether she gets something. So
that's how I shop for everything. I like go around. I'm like, I like these two dresses. I'm like, you know what? This one's cheaper. I don't want the other one anymore. There you go.
So let's stay on the price of cost, or let's stay on the category of cost. With the PlayStation 5, it's come out, according to Engadget, that their regular controllers will be $70 a pop. So if you're trying to play that couch co-op, you're gonna have to spend $70. How do you think about? What do you think about that one, Steven?
That's ridiculous.
Bullshit is that?
$70 for wait, the controller?
The controller, just the controller.
Oh,
the controller. Yeah,
just
that's crazy. I thought it was crazy because, like, I think the Switch does that with the two Joy-Cons. I think together it's like $70. And when I saw that, I was like, this is ridiculous.
And you know what? I was thinking about that actually, because I'm still waking up from my nap, so I did not register. I just heard $70 to play couch co-op, and I was like, why? I just buy a new controller. It's fine. But
wow,
that's what you meant.
Yes. You're terrible.
You buy a controller for $70.
But the thing is, when I was getting my like PlayStation 4 and everything, and I was going to go to get like another controller, and I wanted like the same one to match, it was $70 already. So yeah.
Well, was it like a specialty controller though? Like was it like one of those like pro controllers?
No,
or did it have a design on it that was like?
It was the gold edition, because I have the gold PlayStation 4, and so I was like, oh, I'm gonna have it match. I was like, you know what, that's okay. But I feel like controllers, like they're like what, $50 already?
Yeah, about 50, 60. 50, 60. Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna buy the cheaper console, and then what money I save, I'm just gonna buy another controller.
That's fine. That's if you're getting the PlayStation. I don't have a price yet on the controller for like Xbox if you're getting that cheaper console.
Oh, I'm getting a cheaper console for both, so.
Oh yeah, okay. So then
The PlayStation one makes a lot more sense, getting the cheaper console, the diskless drive.
Yeah.
Because it's got the same specs in it no matter what.
Exact same specs, yeah.
So that's like not that bad if you're looking to save some money. Because I think it's only like $100 difference on the PlayStation, right?
$100 difference, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, which makes sense. The Xbox Series S, I don't know, man. It seems like you're losing a lot, but
you are. But like for me personally, I really want to get the Xbox so I can play multiplayer games with you guys, and it's going to be able to do that no matter what. So.
I'm all about go big or go home.
And I think that's one of the arguments that, and Steven, you worked at GameStop, was just as long, even longer than I did.
Wow, Jesus.
That's one of the things though, is that I've heard customers time after time when they were just buying the 360, and remember there were like multiple different type of 360s.
Yes, because they had different hard drives.
Exactly.
Different.
Yeah. When people would come in and ask, it was like, well, can this play this game? That's all they really cared about. They weren't caring about if it looked better or if it did, if it ran fast or anything like that. Can it play this next generation game right now? And the quick answer was yes. So I think with the Xbox Series S, that's going to be the question is, hey, can I play my next gen games?
A different time where you're getting a system with all the same innards, and now it's different though. You're getting different stuff. You're getting less quality for a cheaper price. So there is a difference. Can it play certain games? Yes, but there are people who do.
But it'll play
graphics, and graphics do sell. I'm not saying I'm one of those or you're one of those. I'm just saying that is a thing that does exist.
It definitely exists, but it's. I think the question is going to be, does it outnumber the people that just want to play the next gen games?
I always felt like with like the Xbox 360, for example, like if you get the cheaper model to save money, sooner or later you're gonna be spending the rest of that money to catch up to whether it's buying an additional terabyte hard drive or whatever, right? Just to get what you would start off with right out the gate. If you would just pay the extra money, you end up almost paying more money.
Do I have that money now?
Buying that hard drive. Huh?
Do I have that money now? Will be one of the
no,
questions
but if
they
you're
ask
struggling
themselves.
like that, why are you buying a console?
Because people do stuff stupid
I
like
understand
that.
I understand that. 100%.
Hold on, because here's the best thing. Just for that argument, we know somebody that is struggling for money, but is going to still spend the max amount they can for the biggest consoles, right? So,
wait, who?
I'm not putting people on blast like that.
Yeah, don't put it on.
Oh no, blast them.
So I
Me,
know
I would do that because
So
yes,
I'm
struggling.
nosy. I need to know.
You can,
So-
it's in me.
So
There you
that's
go.
why I'm like, I know there's going to be people that are like, they're quote unquote struggling for money, but they'll be like, well, this is an affordable option right here. I can get this one right now and worry about getting the add-ons later. I can play my game right now.
But
that's a future you problem.
Exactly.
That works though. That worked with the 360 because again, the innards were all the same. The inside components were all the same no matter what. The only thing that was different was the hard drive.
What about the PlayStation 3? Because it's
Now,
it was the same
the
thing for that.
3 was different because you had
right now.
backwards compatible models. You had the backwards compatible Fat Daddy models that were different from the original ones that came out that were a different hard drive size. Because I think, if I remember correctly, the PlayStation was like a 20 gig and a 60 gig.
Yeah, they had weird ones. I thought there was a 40 gig one too.
They did the 40 gig, but that was when they launched the. We lose somebody.
I think
we lose me.
Nah, it's Rachel.
Oh, Rachel's gone.
out.
Okay. She's back.
Yeah.
Okay, your dad's also back. Hey, what's up? Going back to that. So yeah, when they switched to that 40 gig model, that was when they went to that slimmer version, I believe.
Yes.
And then they did. Yes, because then they did 40 and 80.
But by then
But
they were cheaper, right?
The innards were the same. The hard drives were what mattered because that was the difference. That was the big selling point. Was this one had more gigs, this one had less, but it's cheaper. But with these systems, again, with this Xbox systems, the problem that you have with that argument is that the insides are different.
Yeah,
you're getting less memory. You're getting less.
You're definitely getting less memory.
Graphics.
You're getting a lower resolution.
Yeah.
But and this is why I was like, when I was talking to Emma about this, I was like, I need to see it side by side. I need to see what the max, system can do next to what the lower system can do, and then I can 100% make my decision off of that, because it's all about the developers utilizing that technology as well, and then it's all about the equipment that you have at home. Do you have a 4K TV as well? So if they're not utilizing the most that this box can do, and I don't have the best that this box has, then what's the purpose of me getting the high end stuff? When it comes to memory, every article that I've read for memory talking about games are getting bigger. Everybody, they're not getting smaller. Understandable, but for me personally, I'm not a game hoarder to where I have like 70 games on my system to pull up at any time. I literally rotate around 3 games that I'm playing regularly. I actually don't even know the gamer that rotates more than maybe 4 or 5 games. And I guarantee you those 4 or 5 games aren't 100 gigs each. So like the memory has never been a problem for me on that, on the system. And I
on what you're playing.
But think about the games though. Think about the games that you play right now.
So because like because right now you could play Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto, right? And like Call of Duty,
Yeah.
right?
That's at least 400 gigs of your stuff.
Those gigs are like 400 gigs
but
by themselves.
Exactly. But
and then an update was like 100 gigs. And it's like,
but on the average player who's playing all those games on the
average
regular
player playing those games. Aaron.
You're the average gamer then, right, Steven?
I never argued that I wasn't.
Okay,
all right. Are you telling me Grand Theft Auto is not an average gamer game?
No.
Are you telling me Red Dead Redemption or Call of Duty?
I'm asking you, Steven. Right now. I'm asking you, Steven. Are you playing Red Dead? Are you playing Grand Theft Auto? Are you playing Call of Duty?
There was a time where I played both of those games at the same time.
Or, Steven, are you playing Final Fantasy, the 500 megabyte game?
As of right now, yes.
Okay.
I am playing Final Fantasy.
Now think about the time that you play.
But there was a time point
where you playing all three of those at one time?
All three of those games, or at least two of them at the same time. So that amount of memory was used up.
Steven, who are you trying to fool here? We play the same game, sir. We played Red Dead at the same time. We played Grand Theft Auto.
We played Grand Theft Auto at the same time. We played those games at the same time.
We didn't play Grand Theft Auto and Red Dead at the same time.
Guys, you know what? You guys only play Smite. That's just it.
And that's even a small game. And that's even a small game on your console.
You guys only play Smite. Every time I pop into Discord, you guys are only playing Smite. And I'm like, I'll just sit here and watch.
Witness. Thank you. She's a witness. She knows when we play the other games. So that's what I'm saying. We don't play.
That's now. I'm just saying in general, this has happened before. It's been done before.
You want to keep all the games, and that's understandable. You want to keep all your games on your hard drive, so you don't have to go download any.
Installed on my hard drive as it is.
Yeah,
that are just ready to go.
That's exactly.
I've downloaded a bunch of games that are just on there ready to go.
Exactly.
Anytime I play it, and we've played a bunch. So I do have a bunch of games stored. They might not all be 100 gigabytes.
Yeah, exactly.
I do have a bunch of them that take up space.
They take up space, but I literally think that is not a valid reason for me personally to be like, I need that terabyte of hard drive space. More for my computer, my PC, my personal computer. Yeah, I need all the memory I can get because I have games on there. I play, I edit videos and movies on there. I have music on there. I do a multitude of things. But
when I got, go ahead. So I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, but for my console, I rotate a couple of games on there. When a new one comes out, I'm playing with the new shiny toy, and I can delete the old one because I can download it at any time I want.
That suits you. I mean, that's just your way of doing it. But when I got my PS4, what did it come with? Like a 500 gigabyte hard drive. I had to swap that out because I ran out of space within like the first couple of months. I ran out of space, and I had to upgrade to. I think I put a 2 terabyte hard drive in there. But I swapped it out myself, and I put a new one in.
But you're the type of gamer that won't delete something. I don't have to worry about it, and I load everything in there. But you're the type of gamer that won't delete something to download something else.
Yeah, so we're out there, Aaron. We're out there.
I didn't say you were.
To defend you, Steven, I don't delete games. Once I play and I install it, I kind of just leave it there because I'm like, maybe I want to play it again, or just I don't know why.
3. I have that. We beat the game.
But at the same time,
like that,
I do most of my gaming on PC, so I never have to delete anything. I don't run out of room on my consoles.
Just like that, just like Borderlands. Good thing you brought that up. That's another big game too. We haven't played that in how long? That's why it's deleted off my system. If we ever say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna pick it up and play it again," then I could just download it again. Like,
let's play on PC. That's what I have it for.
We have mentioned that, and the only reason we haven't went back to it is because somebody deleted it off their fucking hard
That's 100% untrue.
And now it's going to take 5 years for them to download.
That's 100% untrue. You know that for sure. That's untrue.
Crankable internet sitting there with the wheel.
That's definitely not true. Because if we said we're going to play it, then I'd be all right.
Let's play it right now after this stream. We're going to play it right now. What? You got to download it again? Fuck you.
Yeah, I gotta download
Wow.
it again. Yes, I gotta download it again.
I'm just gonna butt in real quick. Your dad said in chat, he's like, Rachel looks like she's watching her two parents argue right now. And I 100% feel that. I'm like, Mom, Dad, are you getting a divorce?
It does.
No.
Like, I just think
He loves me.
I just think memory isn't as big of an issue as they want to put on the mark for. Like, oh, it only has this much. Like, yeah, it's got 512 gigs. What are you downloading? Pinacon codes? Like, it's not a thing.
No.
Jeez.
Fortnite and Call of Duty, and that was
Exactly. You're downloading at the
giant
max.
download for 500 gigs.
And it's not like these things are not removable and get backable. So I'm good. You're like, I don't even see myself, to tell you the honest truth, unless these games come out and they're each of them, every single game from now on are 100 gigs. I don't see myself getting an expansion thing, like one of the memory cards or whatever, which I saw somebody in chat talking about they're going to be the same price as upgrading. Like, I don't think that's a thing either. These memory cards aren't going to be $100 a piece. That's for sure.
I think they might. And it's only because I think they're going to be, what is it? First party.
They're proprietary. Yeah, no, they're proprietary.
That's the word I was thinking of.
So, because it's Seagate, and you're getting a full terabyte apparently for this thing.
Because the slot for it didn't look that big. It literally looked like.
Oh no, it's a memory card. Memory card. Yeah, it's a memory card. It's straight up a memory card.
I hope it goes into the console. It doesn't protrude out.
They have pictures of it. How it. Oh no! You think you're asking? Is it going to be flush?
I don't want it to be popping out.
Oh no, it's popping out. It looks like a USB stick.
That's terrible.
It's in the back of your console. Yeah, I mean,
it's a bad design.
You're not gonna see it. It's in the back of your console.
Yeah, but you know how many things I have back? Like, I have cords and stuff tucked away back there. Sometimes you got to move shit. Things get caught. I don't want it to break and have to spend another $100.
Clean up. Do cable management, my dude.
Yeah, cable management is important.
Nobody. What? So I can show the millions of people that come into my room whenever they want? Nah, I'm good.
Wow, we didn't even keep on. All right, let's get back to the PlayStation 5. Sony also confirmed the first party launch lineup and free game upgrade plans for the PS4 titles. A list including pricing and confirmation for the first time that Sony intends to raise the price on some exclusive titles by $10 to max $69.99. So you will be paying for the first titles, it looks like, at least are the first party titles that are going to be exclusive on the PS5, $70. So games like Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition is going to be $69.99. You're getting a game called Destruction All Stars, that's going to be $69.99. Demon Souls, $69.99. And you're getting Astro Playroom already installed on the game. Additionally, we know that the PS4 community will transition to PS5 at different times, and we're happy to announce that PS4 versions of some of our exclusives, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Sackboy Big Adventure, and Horizon Forbidden West, will launch on the PS4. While these three games were designed to take advantage of the PS5 and its unique next-gen features like the ultra-high-speed SSD and DualSense controller, PS4 owners will also be able to enjoy these experiences when they launch. The PS4 digital version of the launch games will include a free upgrade to the PS5 consoles, and if you have the same thing, if you have the Blu-ray disc, it's the same thing. So you if you get the original, you get the upgrade for free. So I mean, that's only on select games. On these select games, yeah. That
you get the upgrades for free.
Yes.
Can I point something out real quick?
What is that?
Yeah.
Spider-Man Miles Morales is $50.
$49.99 if you get the
That's a DLC, buddy.
It's a game.
That is a glorified DLC.
It's a game that's already out.
Yeah,
game. It's a sequel.
DLCs can be games too. Yeah.
No, it's a full-on sequel.
Not for that price.
DLC.
Not for that price. That is a DLC.
$50.
I've seen that a billion times. Rachel, working in the industry. Whenever that game is not coming out at $70 like the rest of these games, that's telling me that's maybe they can stretch 8 hours out of that, which is fine, but it's not in comparison to the one that's out now. It's probably not the same length or
well, the one that's out right now has like a bunch of DLCs and things that they added to.
No, I'm not even counting the Black Cat storylines and stuff like that. I'm not counting that at all. I'm talking about in comparison, most likely, and of course this is a theory because none of this stuff is confirmed. This is just my crazy random theories. That game is not gonna be like compared. If you compare it to the one that's out now, it's not gonna be the same. It's gonna be less.
32 hours. 32 hours is the length of the Spider-Man game if you do completionist on that
32
game.
hours.
32 hours. That's completion. That's main story. That's extras. That's all that. If you're just doing the main story, 17 hours. So how long do you think the Miles Morales one was going to be?
I would probably say they'll probably go with an 8, maybe 10-hour game, which I mean technically isn't bad, but
I think
this
fine.
just confirms my theory of I think this was a DLC.
And they just kind of boosted up some extra.
Kind of said, you know what? Let's just make this a whole new game.
Okay.
We'll just mark it lower. Like I don't think it's gonna be bad at all. I'm not hating on the game. It's just I think this is what happened.
That's true, but like if it's going to be like slightly shorter, do you think it's worth it then?
Oh no, I think it'll be worth it.
I think it'll be worth it because it's not $70, and that's good. Yeah. It's going to be $50.
I mean, if you get on the PlayStation 5, it's $70. I mean,
not if you get it on the one and then just the 4 and then just upgrade.
Okay, so the Ultimate Edition is only for PS5, and then the normal one is for PS4.
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yes,
we're all on the same page now.
It is good. It is going to be a good game because it looked great from the videos we've seen.
Yeah, no, it looks sick.
It looked really good.
I'm really excited. I love Miles Morales. He's like I like him more than Peter Parker, honestly. So I'm very excited for the game.
You're racist.
Wow.
Okay, so we talked about the games that they're gonna have. We talked about the kind of the prices of said games, the prices of.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
I'm just totally gonna cut you off and just forget what you're saying right now.
Okay.
So way to go, Kanye West.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I'm the greatest artist of all time.
Wow.
And here I am. But yeah, what do you guys think if like they actually do a special edition of Miles Morales like PlayStation, kind of like what they did with the Spider-Man launch, where they had a special edition PS4?
Those are cool. I've never really been interested in like buying one because I mean my Xbox is over there right now with dust on top of it. So like I mean, and then having that specific aesthetic in my room, I kind of like I'm stuck with that. Like it's not really a modular
aesthetic
look
of your room.
Like
you
anything,
made, like a mattress on the floor, and it looks like a serial killer.
So think about it this way. They came out with like the gunmetal gray PlayStation. They came out with the Halo edition Xbox, right?
Yep.
And countless other looking things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a Resident Evil one.
Evil one. Yeah, they had like that. What was that red one? Xbox. That was
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
That one is actually.
That one's really cool.
That one was dope looking.
So like you put those in your spot. If you're like really trying to spruce up how everything looks, you're just stuck with that color though.
That's
Yeah. Nah, I like something black, white. Maybe a blue.
Yeah, basic.
What do you fucking chessboard?
It goes
seriously.
It goes with everything. That's what I.
That's
how I
do. Always bet on black.
For me, I like having those little accents through my room, so you have like things that are colorful, a little different, and you just have a whole bunch of little things like that, and it looks good. It still looks like I don't know, all together. It doesn't look like it super stands out.
I mean, I agree with GG Gamer. If that Spider-Man edition is black and red,
right,
I would get that over the white and black.
Yeah, if it looks like his suit, I'm actually waiting to see if they make a special edition one, and if I like it, I'm getting that version.
Well, that PlayStation to me just looks ugly. Like that.
No, it's ugly.
That thing is one, that's a lie, Rachel, and two, what I was saying is the truth.
Wow.
That router is not a console.
Oh,
Okay, what
man.
anybody says. So
I know Galen's been saying lately that the PlayStation 5 looks more like an Xbox than the actual Xbox.
no, the Xbox keeps it simple. You got the nice square or nice like cube, not a cube, but it's like
Yeah.
A cube. You mean the GameCube?
no, because I
The
don't know what you
ultimate
call that.
superior
GameCube was
console?
the ultimate system. That was
It was.
It had a
It had like
handle
a
on
little,
it. Yeah.
yeah, it was like
Yeah,
a little
so you could
purse.
carry it
Yeah.
wherever you wanted.
Where was I at before I was so rudely interrupted?
I don't
You're
even
welcome for this.
remember.
Oh, so other features. Let's go real quick about other features. What PlayStation will not have is they're not going to be doing a Xbox Game Pass competitor. So following
But that's a mistake.
well, you got to listen to their reasoning because they do give a reasoning. Following on from Sony's PlayStation Showcase, that's what it was called, I guess, where the console price was finally announced and revealed. Chief executive or whatever, Jim Ryan, made it clear that once again, there are no plans to launch a competitor for Xbox Game Pass. Microsoft offers the subscription service across both the Xbox and the PC, giving players over 100 games to download and play as little as $10 a month. The kicker is that all of Microsoft exclusive games will launch day and date on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass and it's a Microsoft exclusive video game, you will get it on Game Pass the day it comes out. Which Jim Ryan from PlayStation doesn't seem as sustainable. And they say, as I quote, "These games cost millions of dollars, well over 100 millions to develop. We just don't see that as sustainable. Sony does eventually put its exclusives on PlayStation Now, its own subscription service that allows you to play games via the cloud or download them on the console. The company announced that the PlayStation Plus collection at the showcase, bundling numerous acclaimed PS4 games and making them free for the PS Plus members on the PS5 soon. Despite that, Ryan says that Sony won't pursue something like Game Pass." This was the quote that threw kind of me and Steven right here for a little bit. Ryan goes on to say, "For us, having a catalog of games is not something that defines a platform." I don't
A
get
gaming
that.
platform? That
I don't
doesn't
get
make
it.
sense.
I don't get that saying.
That statement does not make sense at all.
I read
Yeah.
it 12 times just to make sure that I wasn't reading like craziness.
So 11 of the times we were dumbfounded. That 12th one, we're still in shock. I think the other 11.
He says,
Yeah. what?
"Our pitch, as you've heard, is new games, great games. We had this title conversation before. We're not going to go down that road of putting new release titles into a subscription model." Which I understand there's argument for it,
Yeah.
but
But they suck, and I'm getting the Xbox first.
I mean, so like one of the things that I said that I was like, if they didn't come out with the Game Pass on the next gen consoles for Xbox, I wasn't going to get one. It didn't make any sense for me to get one because I'm not going to buy a new system just to keep buying, the $60, $50 games or whatever.
You mean $70 games?
$70 games, yes, $70 games. Like
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that.
But Gigi in chat right now, he makes a good point because like Sony is more like campaign story oriented, so it's more like single player. So if they did do a Game Pass, they would probably lose a little bit more money. Where Xbox, they focus a little bit more on multiplayer. So if they're like, oh, if one person gets Game Pass and they play that game, then they'll get their friends to get the Game Pass, and they'll get more people to sign up, and then they'll all be playing our game.
I'd have to see some statistics on the single to multiplayer ratio between each consoles to fully be on board. That's a good argument.
Mm-hmm.
But I can like the $10 a month subscription thing for me at just the minimum. So say I don't have like the PC one or I don't have the Ultimate. There's tons of games on there. They just announced that EA is going to be putting their games on there as well, to bundle it with that. So you're not just getting the ones that Microsoft are going to put up on their system. You're getting EA stuff, which, arguably, and not even arguably, some are just dated. You're getting older titles on there. When it comes to sports titles, you're definitely getting the last year. You're not getting the new hotness or whatever.
Sports titles? You mean the same game over and over?
I mean, that's neither here nor there. Okay, that's neither here nor there. Actually, I was just talking to my brother David Martinez. That's right, putting his full government out there.
Doxing him over here.
About,
yeah, good luck. Look at researching that one.
Exactly. Yeah, good luck finding that
5,540
But
people.
he was talking about how because he doesn't really know the difference between the new gen consoles and stuff like that, and I don't even believe that he has the Game Pass or anything like that. But if I were to tell him like, hey, the FIFA game that we regularly play is going to be on Game Pass, you just pay $10 a month and you can download it on your console instead of going and paying that 50 or 60 or 70 for that, that FIFA, I think that would be something he'd be more into. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that. To me, it's like it's as close to a Netflix service for video games that, we got right now.
There was tons of games that we didn't even buy because we got Game Pass.
Very much true.
Sea of Thieves, how many hours we played that game because of Game Pass.
Exactly.
So many hours.
Grounded. A good game. I can actually see us playing a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole bunch of them that we can try out before even paying $65, or now it's going to be $75 for a game.
And then think about I was going to say the games that we didn't even know that we were playing. I didn't even know that we would play these games because of Game Pass. So you got like we played Vermintide. We were playing that for a while. Would have never paid $60 for that.
What did we played? The Savage Planet, Journey to the Savage Planet.
Journey to a Savage Planet. Would have never paid $60 for that.
Never even been on my radar if it wasn't for Game Pass.
What's that RPG that me, you, and Jerry played? The King one.
Yes. Yeah, God.
We played.
I think it was like For the King or something.
For the King or something like that.
Yeah.
So like it exposes you. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna say, but have you guys done any like solo story mission or just like single player games through Game Pass?
Yeah,
I'm playing Final Fantasy VII right now.
He's playing Final Fantasy VII.
That's on Game Pass?
Yes, it is.
The original classic one, yes, is on. Game Pass.
The original classic. Yeah, but I mean like new ones like.
I'm playing Prey.
Is that new?
No, it's not
like
new. It's old, but it's a game that I would have never played or paid $60 for because it wouldn't have been on my radar.
Thinking about going through Kingdom Hearts, the collection is like pretty much on there.
Outer Wilds, that's another one. Applejack's in the chat room said that one. Didn't have to buy that. It's a single player one.
Outer Worlds. What else?
Senua's Saga. What's her name? Hellblade. I have that downloaded. These are games I would have never went out and been like, I'm gonna go buy these ones.
Ori in the Blind Forest.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't have bought that.
I wouldn't have bought that either.
Outside. But because it's on Game Pass, I'm like, well, I have access to it.
Played it and beat it. Yeah. Played it and beat it. So yeah.
I gotta go back to that one. So I mean, Game Pass is a smart idea. It's good for getting games out there that gamers aren't aware of or have no knowledge. Don't really want to take the risk of paying, the anywhere from $20 to $60 for a game and just not like it. You get to try the game. It's the closest thing to like GameStop's used policy as well, where you can basically try the game, and if you don't like it, you can just uninstall it and then pick another one of the free ones that's on there.
Streets of Rage, we
don't lose your
that.
Money. Yeah, we did. I heard that's supposed to get DLC, so we should look.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seems like PlayStation. I was really hoping PlayStation would come up with something like that.
Yeah, something. They definitely need it. And when I saw that collections thing pop up, and I was like, what is this? Is this something that's gonna be like Game Pass? And it's just like, no, it's just
kind of I mean, it's cool. They have good games that you're letting you download with that games collection thing. Like there's some solid games on there, but it's not a big library like how Microsoft has theirs. So
and then they're constantly switching the games out and doing that type of stuff, which is awesome.
And they're still giving you the free games if you have Xbox Live monthly. They got the free games just like PlayStation. Yeah, just like PlayStation has theirs. They give you free games monthly with their PlayStation Plus membership and everything. So it's just, I think it's just the bigger library that's on the Xbox that's kind of swaying me in that favor. Like
I can see them flipping on this idea within the coming years.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they should do it this new generation coming up around the corner. But if they don't, definitely by their, PlayStation 6, they're going to have to do a model like this or else they're going to get left behind.
Well, you know why? Because we're moving towards the digital age. Like them both companies bringing out a digital version right off the bat to their system means that they have in mind going forward in the future that they're going to go straight digital with their consoles eventually and just do away with discs.
Unfortunately,
I'm totally okay for that. Unfortunately, I'm okay with digital.
I'm not a big digital person because only because I forget what games I have a lot of the time that I actually own digitally. I mean, with Game Pass, it's different because there is a catalog that I go to and it's constantly in my face thanks to the pins. But like my Steam account, I mean, I forget what games I have on there all the time.
That's why you open up the library and you look. You're like, hey, what game do I want to play today? And you just browse through your list.
On my desktop, I just have Smite right there, just calling my name.
I wish I could have just Smite right there. I gotta go through stupid Steam all the time.
See, and now you have to do that, so maybe you could see your library. But I forget about it all the time.
I'm really excited for it because I'm a hoarder, and I'll just like end up collecting a whole bunch of discs, and it'll just sit there and collect dust. And I'm like, what do I do with all these like little boxes?
You admire your collection. What a guy do?
Hoard it like a dragon. I already do that with so much shit. I need to cut back.
You should be a Smeagol.
Oh my god, no! Protect the environment. Be poison ivy and stop buying plastic. Go digital.
So let's wrap up on some of the games, and then the last feature that we have on the Xbox Game Pass, which was now getting bundled with it, which is the cloud gaming. If you guys have Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you'll also have the cloud gaming as well in there with 150 games that you can stream over, let's say, a steady internet connection, because it literally does depend on how well your internet connection is. You can't just go ahead and be like, oh, well, I got the lowest end internet and I'm streaming these high quality games. Like it's a thing dependent on your internet speed. So, that's something to put in mind. And then the PlayStation during their, what did it call? PlayStation Showcase? Is that what we're doing?
I'm just going to stick with presentation. Yeah, you can do showcase.
So during their PlayStation Showcase, they showed off a few games that didn't really have release dates. They just kind of showed like, hey, this is what the PlayStation 4 is going to, bring to you. They had brought back some old classics like, what's the name of that game? I'm already forgot the stupid game that was like on the PlayStation 1, Abe's Odyssey.
Oh, yes.
But what's the name of it, though?
Oddworld.
Oddworld, thank you. So they showed games like Oddworld. They showed your Call of Duty. They showed Village, Resident Evil, which looks pretty amazing, of course.
Ooh, I don't like Resident Evil, so I'm excited for that.
We finally got to see some actual gameplay of Godfall, which just looks kind of like a looter shooter, but melee. I mean,
those are always fun, though.
Yeah, those are always fun to kind of put together.
But you sounded so disappointed saying it.
Well, because
maybe
I kind of
Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those. It's a Game Pass game. Like, hey, if it's on Game Pass, I'll pick it up. If
wow.
I'm not gonna pay the $70. Is that what you want me to do? Yeah. I ain't paying the $70.
Yeah, support those developers.
Oh yeah, I'll support them by playing on Game Pass. Play it on Game Pass. That's
I mean, if I want to support them, if I'm paying $70, then they better have a fucking perfect game and not need to update.
That's very true.
That's true.
But, I mean, I'm gonna hold you accountable. If you're holding my wallet accountable, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Very true. Like some certain games that just came out that are very glitchy. Good, but glitchy.
There's an update coming out for these certain games that you're trying to allude
You have to pay another $70 to get that?
No, they're talking about the Marvel Avengers game. Everybody, for those,
It's a good game, but oh my god, so glitchy.
What are the games they showed? They showed them the Final Fantasy. That one looks pretty good. Final
Looks
Fantasy
pretty good. I was actually like,
16,
oh, man.
The Awakening. They alluded to a new God of War.
The Ragnarok.
No, they kind of just announced it. They didn't allude to it.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean like not showing
blown,
gameplay.
like,
they
they
didn't show a cutscene. They didn't show anything. It's just
they did the Metroid.
Yes,
They showed the
Metroid 4
symbol and then went dark forever.
Exactly.
I'm really excited for that because did you guys play the last one?
God of War?
I
Or
did
was that
not.
Metroid? Oh, yes.
Yeah,
It
so
was
like
amazing. So
it was great. I couldn't play it because I was like going like through like my like neck surgery and everything, but I watched the entire gameplay like a couple times and I fell in love with it. It's
boy.
so good.
That's all you get is boy.
We got to see some Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War in action. That was a good one. And
I'm not gonna lie, kind of want to get back on the juice. Kind of want to play Call of Duty again, man. You know what did it for me?
What was that?
Those like executions where they like he walked behind somebody and like fucking snapped his neck and then took his gun and started shooting somebody else.
Yeah.
I was just like, it's getting me ready. I'm ready for it. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while.
Ready for bloodthirsty murder. You know, I've actually been thinking about picking that game back up. So if you want to play together, let me know.
See? Oh yeah. Who else is thirsty? JLF, I understand. Yes,
ready
Call
for
of
murder.
Duty, probably not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
But
for $70, you're doing the 70?
I haven't. No.
Yeah.
I'm getting it on Game Pass, Aaron, and then upgrading for free.
Wow.
You dingus.
Wow.
Duh, play the game, dude.
Wow.
Come with the game.
They also showed another controversial game called Harry Potter and the I forget the
it's
rest of the name.
Hogwarts Legacy.
There it is, Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh
yes.
man, yeah. Make your poop disappear.
So the problem with this one, of course, we have the author of the Harry Potter series being very controversial. Yes. We won't go too deep into it because you have to do is just Google her and you'll figure it out. But the thing is that, you know, you have your set of gamers that don't want to support, you know, her set of ideals versus this game looks amazing.
The game does look really good.
So good. And this game is something I've been wanting for years, but I'm not buying it.
This game.
This is what they need to do. They need to just call it Legacy of Magic and then just straight up just get rid of everything Harry Potter in it.
I'm not like I'm not, you know what will be, because like this isn't a game that's going to be like, oh, I need to go buy this game. That's for sure. You know, I'm not.
Yeah, it really is
the biggest Harry Potter fan. You know, it's a story. You know, it's a story. But you know what would get me if they said this is like 3 players co-op? I'd be like, sorry guys, I will have to donate. I'll have to donate to some organizations.
I don't know. Like right now, personally, for me, I need to separate myself from the Harry Potter fandom because it just makes me very upset.
Understandable.
Yeah, so I'm
very understandable.
Yeah, and so I definitely don't want to support her, but eventually, if I do feel like, hey, you know what, I actually do want to try the game, I'm going to get a secondhand used. That way, I just buy it from the person who already bought it, or I'm going to wait until it's like on some Humble Bumble like pack deal or whatever, because I'm already subscribed to that. So if it's there, I'm like, I'll try it out.
Yeah. Like the game graphically looks impressive. It's going to be an open world situation. It looks like you're creating your own character, choosing your class, or maybe they'll have something where it chooses it for you, because each of the characters that I saw in there had different color schemes on themselves. So that means
see, all you got to do, right, is you get rid of all the Harry Potter stuff. You just call it Magic Legacy, and then you just make it as like you're in the the Mage Guild, Wizard Guild, and then that's it.
I feel like the company
save the whole thing.
I feel like the company, like I see like a lot of developers, like individual developers that have worked on the game, are like speaking out against like JK, and they're saying like, oh, you should still buy the game because we worked really hard on it for et cetera, et cetera.
Mhm.
I feel like the company itself should like send out a statement because obviously they don't support that. Because like I think there's like a few trans people who actually did work on the game as well.
Oh,
And
that's
they
kind of double suck.
yeah, a double sucks. It double sucks,
Oh,
but
man.
I don't know. I'm just hoping like enough people boycott it because like already the 2 movies did not do well. Her 2 newest movies did not do good. So it's already like kind of like, you know, it's like they're starting to like go downhill a little bit.
Talking about
It's so,
Fantastic
oh
Beasts.
god, that last one was so atrocious. I don't even know what happened. I watched the whole thing. I'm like, what was the story again? But I just like I kind of hope the same thing happens with Kat Von D and her makeup, the Minecraft like creator. They eventually are just so problematic that they are like, well, you know what? I profited enough off of this. I see the money starting to decline, so I'm just going to cash out while I can and just sell the rights to somebody else.
Well,
And then they
both of
kinda,
those, well, Notch is already sold everything off.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's out the paint. So
Yeah.
Yeah, George Lucas.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's done. So he
Exactly.
can any thoughts
That's what
or
I'm hoping
opinions.
JK
She's
would
not
do.
gonna do that. She's
not
gonna
gonna-
Eventually,
You know why?
you never know. I never thought
It's-
George. I never thought George Lucas would do that. Like do that with Star Wars. I'm not saying he's problematic. He just is shitty director now. But JK, I'm just hoping like eventually down the line it might take a lot of years, but she'll eventually sell it, and Harry Potter will be safe again.
Well, see, the difference is Notch is worth like 1.8 billion.
Yeah.
Because Microsoft cashed out on him.
yeah.
JK is not in that echelon just yet.
She's still worth $1 billion.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Is
much.
she?
Let's
Let's
wait
find out.
a minute. No, I think she might have. went below that.
Well, according to Google, 600 million. In
Okay,
between,
so she
in
went-
between the
Okay,
range,
really?
I said estimated range, at least 670 million. That's according to Google. Though some say she is a billionaire, so we'll say between
I've never seen
670 to $1 billion.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It will all come down to you guys. Make your own decisions. It is your own moral compass that you have to look in the mirror and make peace with at the end of the day.
If I can somehow limit her getting more money, because I've I've already bought merch and everything. I'm not going to throw that
You
away.
know how you limit that?
Huh.
Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. but just like
Game
for
Pass.
a combination of like I can't really be associated with anything Harry Potter right now because it makes me too upset, and also I don't want to give her any more money. I'm definitely not buying this game. I am going to wait a very, very long time until I do play it if I decide to in the future. So
I mean, I understand you. I fully understand
Yeah.
your struggle. I
No,
deal
yeah, I
with
get
I
it.
still with the
Oh, for sure,
I
yeah.
deal with the same thing year in, year out with the game that I purchase.
with the game you purchase, what is
Let's-
Are
that?
you ashamed? You don't want to. You don't want to say it out
What are you
loud?
ashamed about?
First-
Air out
wow.
your grievances.
Wow.
Own it.
Can I speak?
Coward.
Can I
Shut up,
speak? Can I speak?
coward.
Okay, coward.
One of
You
the
hide your web of lies.
one of the most crookedest organizations in the world puts out a game year after year, and I'd like to buy it. You know, it's a fun game, and it's not just even from games. It's watching the sport as well. So it's FIFA. Everybody knows FIFA. Like that.
Oh, I'm glad you finally were brave enough
Wow.
to admit it out loud. to
I've
the
always
people.
said it. But, so I understand, Rachel. I understand where you're coming from. So,
Yeah, but I'm not going to sacrifice my morals like you.
wow.
So-
Wow. I actually I
Damn.
donate to the poor though every time that I buy one. So, there you go.
You are what?
Yeah, I do. I donate to the poor.
Is
I
that
don't
what you
believe
do?
this. I need to see receipts.
No, Aaron's more like, "Don't touch me, you
I just
you poor man."
I just
He's
happen
like,
to be
I donate to the poor. I am the
peasant.
poor. I donate
am
to
the
myself.
poor. Yes, I am the poor.
Ew.
So there you go. There you go.
Peasant.
All right. So final thoughts
Sisters in every tower
on these consoles, you two, before we log off. What are your final thoughts? PlayStation, Xbox, are we getting one or the other, or are we getting both? What is it? Go ahead, Rachel.
Wow, thank you. If I'm going to get one on release date, it's going to be Xbox, but I feel like I'm going to wait on both of them.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Steven?
Okay. That's actually a really good answer from Rachel.
Say, damn, that was my answer.
Yes, out of pretty much out of anything, I will probably get the Series X Xbox. But I will end up waiting at least a year because, of course, the first year of game releases are rough. They don't come out with good main titles until it's about a year in. So, like, because even with like the PlayStation, God of War was what I was like, oh yes, give me that, and it's 2021. So I'll wait a year and we'll go from there. But I'm leaning more towards the Xbox.
Yeah, and I'm only like leaning towards the Xbox getting it on release date is just to play again multiplayer games with my friends.
Aww.
But I mean, we also have like other consoles and everything that we can hang out and play. So
I'm going cheap. I'm gonna go Xbox Series S.
Oh yeah.
But I won't be buying it till like next year fall, if anything. I gotta have the games, and having Game Pass, I can play that all on my 360, my Xbox One right now, and I have a brand new PC with like some sweet specs. So I'll be, like I'm gonna probably play the Hellblade game, Senua's Sacrifice on my PC as opposed.
I was thinking about playing that too.
Yeah, and plus,
with Game Pass, you can literally play the next gen games on your PC.
Very true.
And not need the system right away.
Yeah. So
there you go.
I'm liking it. I'm loving it. I want more of it. So give me Xbox.
I'm really glad they did that though.
Yeah. So
but either way it goes, though, I think the next generation of video games and consoles and stuff is very exciting. Whether what side doesn't matter what side you're on.
Just get both.
Yeah, eventually you probably will.
Eventually, because there's games I want to play. I want to play.
Games are going to be amazing.
Yeah,
it's exciting.
Do you guys think this is going to be the last year of console wars, or?
I think one more cycle around, and then that's it. I literally think that's it, and then because they're not.
I kind of agree.
They're not really doing too much to really innovate besides just better graphics.
And making it more like a computer. It's like just get a PC then.
If you're think about it, if we get to photorealistic graphics, which we're almost even there, then where do you go from there? You gotta
VR
to the moon.
Reality.
You gotta innovate on the actual gameplay after that.
Let's go into the Mindscape and let's get some fucking Sword Art Online shit.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
no, because that's you
that's
die
the next
in the
step
game.
for console.
You die in the game. You die in real life. We're not doing that.
Okay, then make it more like in Johnny Quest when he had the virtual reality where it was like that, but if he died, you just go back to reality. You don't die in real life.
And it just blows up your system. The chat room just finished up their poll of who won on the console wars today, and with 75% of the vote, the Xbox just laid it out over the PlayStation. So we'll see if it mimics in real life. All right, people. Let's wrap this up. So is there anything you two want to say before we log off?
Yeah, so hopefully we should play the Among Us tomorrow, right?
Yep, at around 2 o'clock. Yep.
Around 2 o'clock.
2 p.m. Pacific time.
Twitch.tv.
And then later on that date, if all goes well, hopefully we can get our fourth episode of Salem Academy, Mystery at Salem Academy.
Yeah. None of those proceeds. None of those proceeds go to J.K. Rowling.
Nope.
Not Harry Potter related at all. So if you want a magical alternative, there you go.
There you go. And I made a guy poop himself in that game.
He did.
Oh, cool. Did you make it disappear on magic too?
No, can't.
No, he was stuck.
Perfect. Good. As it should be.
That's
so
terrible.
It was great.
That's terrible. All right, let's wrap this thing up. So for
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you did. I'm sorry. I thought you were asleep.
Just sexism. The sexism in this podcast.
Hey, Rachel.
Yes.
Is there anything you want to say before we log off?
Yes, there is something I would like to say.
Okay.
So we were talking about Momodiri, but she's also most likely, possibly, if she answers me back, she's going to be playing Among Us with us.
Why is that like
tomorrow.
the most maybeest of the maybes?
Because she reached out to me.
Maybe if the moon is
She's
full.
hard to get. She's an enigma. She's hard to get a hold of sometimes. But she reached out to me. She's like, "We should play Among Us." I was like, "We're playing tomorrow," and she's like, "Ooh." But I did not get a confirmation
If
when I
she
gave her
just
the
said,
time.
"Ooh, yeah," that's not a confirmation.
She was excited. She was like, "I want to play. Yes, let me know." And I was like, "All right." And I let her know. I've not heard back. So hopefully she'll join us because
Damn, she left you on red.
Dang.
she didn't even read it.
Dang.
Yeah. No, she's a very busy woman.
Damn.
All right. Well, we'll see how it all goes. For Left on Red, Rachel.
Wow. Thank you.
The
You know, I'm going back to sleep.
The internationally known Stephen Gutierrez.
Goodbye, everybody.
I
Bye.
am Sir Aaron Carter saying that's enough internet for today. Stop recording.
The podcast for today.
Dang. Left on Red, Rachel. That's
Left on Red.
Was it GG Gamer? He's like,
Oh my
that's
God.
the new nickname. That's it.
That's fucking hilarious.
Dang.
Uh,
Oh
She
my
said,
God.
"Oh," and that's it. That I thought you really like actually talked to her and was like,
I did talk to her. She's like, yeah, let me know. I just said ooh right there because I had a brain fart of what she said
oh
for
my
a hot
gosh.
second. God.
Oh man. She said, ooh.
Ooh.
It was more like a ooh.
She's like, your
friend?
friends? I just wanted to hang out with you because you're the cool one, obviously, which is true. I am the cool one of the
Obviously,
family, so.
the lie detector
Wait.
said that was a lie.
Wait, what happened? Why? Where's this?
Somebody said Rachel was the coolest.
Who said that?
I am the coolest.
Who said that?
She said that. That's what I
the
know.
world,
Oh,
the
she put
universe.
that. Okay. All right.
Oh man.
Sure.
Manifest your own destiny.
We didn't
I
even
am
talk
the-
about them choosing the new
She-Hulk?
She-Hulk.
Yeah,
Oh shit, we really didn't.
Yeah,
we
been
did
talking-
not.
Okay, let's do it again.
Terrible.
let's do this.
We can talk about it now. I'm actually
Ashamed of it. Nah.
not ashamed of it. I don't know the actress, and she probably
I
will
have
do
no
a good
idea.
job. But she
Yeah.
was not my fan cast.
Well,
She was on my fan cast either,
And so
but
it doesn't make me sad.
it
But
does make me excited because everybody seems excited for her. So I'm like, oh, hopefully it's good. So
I've never seen her in anything, so I don't know.
me either.
Like I heard that show Orphan Black was pretty good.
She was the lead in that, right?
She's-
Emma
yeah,
and
'cause
I
it's
started that over
5
last night. We got like 5 episodes deep into that, and that actually
I saw you guys in the Discord, and I was like, I should pop in and bug them. I was like, oh wait, they're watching something.
Is she British?
I don't want to do this.
she's everything. She does she does multiple characters, so you know
Nice.
it's a character actor role basically. So you know like what's that spy Burn Notice? Remember that?
No.
Yes.
You know how he does like
Never watched it, but I know it.
he does like a different character every episode because he's a spy and he has to
He changes.
yeah. But if you've never seen Burn Notice, first of all, you should
I've
watch
never
that.
seen it.
That is a good show. That is a
The guy
very
had
good
a
show.
little face.
I'll think about
I
it.
don't know if I want to.
It's a really good show. I don't know how the guy survived on nothing but yogurt the whole time, so that's a weird thing, but it's a good
It's got
show.
good bacteria for your tummy.
I mean, it's something. It's something. So
It's got those probiotics.
um,
They say every time you eat a yogurt, fucking God damn it, what's the chick's name from Halloween? She gets her wings. That was the joke, but I
Wow.
forgot.
That was a terrible.
Rip.
I was trying to think of it as I was going.
let's
And
get
then I
let's get a
lost.
rip in the chat for him there. Let's
I give you a C for
Jamie Lee
effort.
Curtis. That's what it was.
Sheesh. Jamie Lee Curtis was in Halloween.
Yeah,
She's the
Oh,
lead.
yeah.
she was the
I'm
babysitter.
thinking. What am I thinking with Jack?
Psycho?
No, with
Jack.
That was her mom.
Robin Williams.
no. Oh my god.
That's a good movie, dude. That's sad. That'll make you cry.
Where he went to the Christmas town.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Thank
Nightmare Before
you.
Christmas?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I was thinking. Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes.
No, man, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. No. So I was like, what
tried
voice does she play in Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah. 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 There's that.
Wow.
Everybody.
Yeah, you know.
Damn. Yes, as for Aaron too. Yes.
Wow. How dare you? How
Damn.
dare you?
Well, you just did an epic fail right there. So
I'm throwing
you know.
tomatoes at both of you.
Wow.
That doesn't
Wow,
matter.
wow. Sounds like a bunch of hate. Bunch of freaking hate.
All right, what do you guys want to do? Because I'm starving.
Let's see.
I'm cool. I'm cool with calling it if you want to. If you're hungry.
Wow, what do the people want? You know
What
I
do the
mean?
people want? We gave them enough. We're
They
going to be
want-
streaming tomorrow.
Yeah,
They can hear our band
Yeah, we
tomorrow.
are going to be
Yeah,
streaming
we will
a
be
lot.
streaming tomorrow. So
Yeah.
we are going to
True.
call it early today. Blame it on Rachel.
What?
So,
I woke up. I woke up at 5.
Writer, Jesus.
yeah, no, but we'll be back on tomorrow.
Am I the asshole? No, Aaron's the
I
asshole.
mean, I didn't say anything. So.
Tell you what, I might have Am I the asshole story for you. I almost killed a family once.
Terrible.
What? How?
Okay, so this is kind of an embarrassing story. So I used to work at the airport, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like they
You
have
wanna
like
know
family
what
restrooms.
Oh, no.
Family restrooms. And so it's the best restroom to use because you don't have to worry about people, you're by yourself. So you can take care of whatever you need to. On this particular day, I had Starbucks and because a coworker bought Starbucks for everybody, and that has milk.
Oh no.
Now I am a lactose intolerant person.
Oh.
And so this was all bad. My stomach started to bubble. And I was like, I need to go handle this business because I got like 4 more hours on the ship.
It's disgusting.
I went straight into that family restroom and destroyed it. Now this was pretty bad, and I mean, like, it's basically just a stall by yourself, enclosed and everything. And this was bad, guys. This was bad.
It was bad.
As soon as I was done, which I was probably in there for like 30 minutes. I'm surprised I didn't get fired at that time. And as soon as I left, I opened the door. Who's standing there? This man with his newborn baby child and his wife. And I was like, these people are going to die. I fucking opened the door, left it open for them, and fucking booked it out of there.
That's terrible. And then
I've
you
never seen them
ran.
again, and they could be dead. Am I the asshole? Or
Yes.
is my asshole
Yes,
the
you
asshole?
are. Both
Your
of
asshole's
them.
the asshole.
So there it is.
You know what? Actually, your
I may have murdered a
Starbucks.
baby child with my
So,
guts.
but there were other bathrooms.
Good one. I knew
There
that
were
one.
there were other bathrooms you could have used, correct?
No, but this was
no,
yes.
no, but there was option.
There
Okay,
was-
all right then. So yeah,
There
you
was
are.
a
You
This had
are.
to be like a
regular bathroom
private-
with a stall and
You
stuff.
are.
But this was like a private room bathroom. If
Yeah.
you went to the normal bathroom, there'd be so many stalls, and that he would have murdered
Yeah.
everybody in the airport.
Or
Yeah, they would have all died.
Just murder the child. It's okay.
So the man and woman with the newborn child.
wow.
God rest him.
And first of all, it's a newborn
seen
child,
electric
so that's probably literally the worst smell they've ever
I'll tell you
experienced
what,
in their life.
If they survived, those lungs
are
iron.
tainted.
And
what
nope,
they are.
nope, it's stronger than anything. Find that kid. They probably immune to COVID.
No, that
going there.
kid
That's what it
looks
is.
like
Because
It's cured
nothing's
COVID right
that
there.
kid looks like MODOK now and is hooked up to a machine that's probably gonna be
Melted into
floating
the
around.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
All because
Whoa.
of the gamma fumes that came out of your
Yeah.
butt that day. Jeez.
Oh my God. And that is my embarrassing story, which is a new segment I want to start at the end of these where we tell
all
our
share?
embarrassing stories. That's
We
what
all
happened.
have to shame ourselves.
Yep. For the viewer's pleasure.
I don't know if I have anything.
I've got a couple more of those
Yeah,
stories.
that's terrible. Well, we're getting on that one
that's great.
because I would like to eat.
After that.
So
You guys are welcome for that TMI right
Yes,
there.
you guys are welcome. The things we say
The ultimate after show.
for you guys.
So, see you tomorrow. And end it on this one. Disgusting.
You're welcome.
Good night. Good
Have
luck.
a good night.
Wave goodbye, people.
Have a
Bye.
great- You're lactose intolerant.